Okay, so I've had quite a few epiphanies tonight, and please bear with me if I seem to not make sense or kind of mumble or fumble or whatever with my words, but I'm having a new energy kind of feel inside of me, and I'm not quite used to it, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to express. I will be able to express what I need to express to who I need to express it to. So, that being said, let's start. Started this whole thought process was the whole astral world debacle, and watching different videos and seeing every story lined up to feeling trapped, unable to breathe, and seeing bodies, dead bodies everywhere. And dead bodies everywhere for all these people couldn't mean just a bodies. I fear that this is going to be quite a large impact and effect, because it was a big thing. I can't get into the details of all of that, but I have my theories. If you want to know, reach out. We'll talk. But what it really honed in for me tonight is here we are, like, learning about ascension and fifth dimension and vibration and higher vibration and vibrating at a different frequency than others, and the 3D versus the 5D. And I don't know if you've delved into any of that, but delve into it, see what you think. It is an alignment and mirrors a lot of different cultures and belief systems, really every religious system, as well as the Mayan calendar, and the way that everything's in a cycle and it's cyclical, and the pole shift in a cycle, and so many things are cyclical. And if you learn about Phi and Fibonacci and those different things, like why is it that if you were to have a room full, say 100 of those metronomes, I guess it is, and you started them all at different times, and they're all just going, eventually, really quickly actually, after a few cycles of going through their rhythm, they sync up. That is a great and just fabulous representation of Fibonacci, the Fibonacci frequency or scale, because it is not perfect when it comes out, but it always goes back to perfect. It always goes back to the 0 point, or the balance, the yin and yang line between the yin and yang. It's that's what those things represent. So if you think about that, Phi is when it's a perfect symmetrical pattern. Measures perfectly, lines up perfectly, all the angles, all of it perfect. That is Phi. And our whole entire universe is made up of either Phi or Fibonacci scale frequency, and or movement and placement of different parts of different cells or atoms, and what have you. You look at the microscopic scale. Either way, it matters. We all individually, everything in this world, universe, vibrates at a specific frequency. And that frequency can also generate light. And we are all essentially a light being. So look into all that if you don't know about it. But if you do, bear with me. They say we're going to ascend to the fifth dimension. They say we're going to go to the 5D Earth. They say time split, or like there's a whole Earth split, like half go here, half go here. What does that all mean? And I've been trying to grapple with this, and I'm like, what does this mean? Am I going to die but have this body? Like, what the fuck? Sorry, excuse my French, but what the fuck is this all about? What does this mean? And I understand, like, there's certain things that are more high vibe, or there's other things that are more low vibe. If I'm wallowing in self-pity and low vibrational, low frequency, low morale, low whatever frequency, It's the vibrational pattern. But if you're vibing higher, the low vibes can't really get you because you're just not in the same plane of existence at that point if you're vibrating at a different frequency. But the whole past life regression, healing old wounds, the traumas, the going to a shaman and having soul retrieval, having all those experiences, the whole awakening process, and trying to rid and cleanse yourself of those things has been so when certain frequencies come around us, they don't affect us the way that they do everybody else. And certain things that people have chosen to take into their bodies recently, in the last 2 years, to protect themselves and others, lowers that threshold so that they're more prone to accepting that frequency and being moved or transformed by it rather than rising above it and it not affecting you. So my awakened beings, my starseeds, my people, listen when I say that this is all about the whole point of you confronting your shadows and loving and accepting every part of you and stripping away all the madness around to come to your core, to shine your light, to uncover it again, because it's been so fucking caked upon for thousands of years that we are unlocking that and we are shining that light bright. Each one of us is like psha, like unbelievable strength and power. But because we've been in this frequency for so fucking long, we can have moments of these pure, beautiful bliss moments in this life, of course. And those are the things we strive for, right? It's for a reason, because it is our normal, everyday frequency. And we've been dumbed down to trauma and pain and sorrow. And the whole point of you confronting those demons and those shameful moments and those trying times throughout every lifetime here on earth, for now, when they're putting that frequency out to everybody, the less you have tying you to this world and this frequency, the more protected you are, the stronger you'll be, the higher you'll rise above, and the greater chance will be that you do what we've been here to do. Break away, break free from the Van Allen belts. Break away from the complete overkill of power over us. I claim my sovereignty as a soul, as a light being, as millions of pieces of the flower of life. I claim that for myself and all the beings around me that cannot speak for themselves. I claim it now. You do too, please. This is what it's about. So I hope you did the journey and did the hard work. Because now is the time, Starseed. Now is the time to activate. Now is the time for each of us to fucking shine our lights. It's kind of oxymoronic for me to cuss and say shine your light, but you know what I mean. I love you. That's why I don't buy fancy stuff. You see my I just can't believe that I'm doing this right now, but it's important, it's necessary, and what happened there at Astroworld was low vibe, low energy, evil, on purpose, and it encapsulates many different veins of thought right now. There's so many different factors that play into it that they'll never be able to pinpoint one thing, but I will say frequency. The stadium had 5.G ability. People that have GO in their blood could have reacted unfavorably to the frequencies put out there. That's the thing that they're touting these. They were injected things to the media to deflect from the truth. People said the music changed those around them. If you don't believe me, just meditate with that a little bit. You'll realize it's not far off. I love you. Be strong. Be who you've been and are supposed to be now. Find it. Fucking let it shine. Break past those belts. Shine your fucking light. Love you.